What is the most powerful trait we have? You need power, speed. Let your imagination do the rest.
Signing autographs, Johnny. We're in a tent. Just out of curiosity, have you ever come across one of your gloves selling for big dough?
£2.95 on eBay. You can get a load of them at that. I don't mind. I ain't pressured with that stuff there. It's a job. It's a job. It makes you no different from the next man.
Well, we're in a tent because the heavens have opened up. We're in Barnsley. Out of curiosity, have you ever fought in Barnsley?
Not in the ring.
Where was it? What happened?
Chinese Whispers, I think it's called. Was it Japanese Whispers, Chinese Whispers? That's a lifetime ago.
Did you come out undefeated?
Come on, man. I'm a fast runner. You ain't catching me. Me and my friend Mark Willie. Woo! We got some story to tell, boy.
Johnny Nelson is undefeated on the streets. Never thought I'd ever hear them words. Johnny Callum Simpson headlining this Saturday in Barnsley. I was at his second or third fight at the Barnsley Metrodome. You know, I followed his journey from a long time ago. And I remember seeing him in his third fight, and I spoke to a lot of promoters and said, "Why is this guy? Why has nobody snapped this kid up?" It's mad. Literally within a couple of years, here he is.
Yeah, here he is. And you know what? When Boxer signed him, I said about time. And I knew of Callum, even as a sparring partner. I've seen him with the best of them. And this kid goes in the gym by himself as a sparring partner. He's manhandling the guys he's sparring with. And I thought, so when he signed with Boxer, I thought, good shout. Last time he boxed in Barnsley, 7,000 people at football ground, and he's got 16,000 tickets now. This kid is Barnsley's version of Elvis. You know, you can walk down the street, everybody's all over him, but he's kept his feet firmly on the ground. Regardless of the trappings of success he's had, him being grounded is the secret to success for him. And he likes to give back to the Barnsley fans, but he also understands fans can be very fickle. So he's not suckered in by it. He appreciates it, but he keeps his feet firm on the ground.
Yeah, just watching him getting absolutely jumped by his fans for autographs and pictures. It shows you the kind of star power he's got in Barnsley, especially. Adam Azim jumps on the card as well. You know, a big star name that jumps on the card. A lot of conspiracies online saying that he's on the card because of contractual issues or a fight he has to get in. I don't know if you're going to know anything about that.
I don't know anything about that, but as a fighter, I'm looking at the fighter's point of view. If you're a fighter like Adam, you've got an opportunity to get a slip of fighting. That's what you want to do. That's what we're in the gym for. So the politics, the politics behind it, I don't care about that. As long as fighters are getting out and getting busy, that's what I care about. So regardless of the reason why he's on, he's on. And each time you fight, you know, these are the kind of fights that are dangerous. Those last minute fights. You know, that's when you've got to think on your feet. You've got to use your natural instincts and the wisdom you've gained from the past fights. So these fights, they shape a fighter into being a better fighter down the line.
I heard, I spoke to him earlier, and he said he only got an opponent 2 days ago. He knew he was fighting maybe a couple of weeks ago, but he was only done 2 days ago. So how hard is it to try and mentally to get right and fight and perform in front of a big crowd?
Put it this way, Adam unfortunately is in a position where anybody he fights, I've been watching him from day one. Anybody, as far as they're concerned, for him, he has the amount of time he's found out about the fight to prepare for them, unless it's somebody that's above him. And that's the responsibility of being a top fighter or being a world champion or being a fighter in demand. Fighters, you're their aim. And so, but you're looking ahead, so he's probably not looked back. And so this will show his skill, his potential. If he can dethrone somebody that's had weeks and months and years to watch him and get the opportunity to fight him.
Yeah, definitely. So we'll see what he gets up to on Saturday night. Just before I let you go, there's obviously murmurings online. This is the last fight on Ben Shalom's Sky Sports deal, and I know they have a change around every 3 years. I don't know if it affects you as well. Can you tell us what do you know? What is the latest?
I don't know anything. I've not heard diddly. So I know as much as you do. All I know is that Sky have been in boxing for forever, and they're the strongest powerhouse in boxing, regardless of who comes along and how often they come along. So Sky are smart, they're cunning, they're crafty, and they're a big machine that know exactly what they're doing and why they do it. So whatever decisions they decide to do in regards to boxing moving forward, you've got to look at yesteryear and look what they've done and how they've weathered the storm of everybody that's come along. So I don't think it's going to change.
So let's just say that they decide not to renew with Boxer, because the rumours online, people are saying, these are just X rumours on X, that it might not be an exclusive deal, might be a show by show type thing, and there's also talks potentially him going to TNT. And if that happens, how does that affect you? Like, do you stay on Sky?
Yeah, of course. I was on Sky a long time before Boxer came here, and I'll be here a long time after. And again, I hear the rumours like you do, and I'm quite sure Boxer hear rumours as well. We'll find out. Time tells its own story, so no matter how we guess and play that guessing game, we'll find out very soon how the lay of the land is.
Just want to quickly get your opinion on Anthony Joshua's next move. There's obviously talk Dillian White's pulled out of this Saturday because there's a big fight coming for him. Could be AJ. And I've also seen some people suggest, what about Dave Allen, considering what happened to AJ in his last fight? How about Dave Allen versus AJ? What do you think?
I saw an interview with Dave Allen talking about boxing Deontay Wilder. And Dave Allen, listen, I said it last year and I haven't changed. Dave Allen, at the level he's at, he can play around, but if you go in there with ambition to step up a level, that's where you think, man, you're going to get hurt, man, and it'll affect you in years to come. But he's on a roll. He's found some golden years at this stage in his career. Did a great job in his last fight, last knockout, well deserved. And he showed he's too smart for anybody that's of his level or below his level. The problem is, where does he go from there? When he steps up, he gets turned over. He's a tough guy, always has been. So as a potential fighter for the opponent for AJ, they'll have to pay him a lot of money. Does he have a chance? He has a puncher's chance. He always has had a puncher's chance. He always has had a puncher's chance. So we'll have to wait and see.
And then Dillian White, if that fight does happen next, White AJ, what happens?
It's a case of you've got Dillian White and AJ. They've always had that history, and each fighter will always bring the best out in each other. I think Dillian, I like Dillian. I got a lot of time for Dillian, but Dillian now, he just wants to fight. Is Dillian the fighter he was? Nowhere near. But can he turn back time for one night against Anthony Joshua and throw the kitchen sink at it? But Anthony Joshua, the right Anthony Joshua turns up, you've got to lean towards AJ. But it's a case of which Anthony Joshua turns up.
Good stuff. And the last thing, a word on Brendan Ingle. We just saw, I think, 7 years since the passing of his death. I know you enjoyed the video put together. Never forgotten.
Never forgotten. And you know what? Any chance I get, I quote Brendan. Any opportunity I get, I pay big respect to Brendan. And Brendan, you look at Yorkshire boxing history. Look at what this guy did. I repeat it to you: 6 world champions, 9 European, 16 British, 8 Commonwealth, in that little gym in Winkerbank. Now, this wasn't luck. This is by a genius, and that's why you've got to give him respect where respect's due. And I'll always repeat that.
Send on them lovely words, Johnny Nelson. Thank you.
What is the most powerful trait we have? You need power, speed. Let your imagination do the rest.